Samu, simple question to start. Saints into the Premiership Final. How does that feel?
It feels good. It feels good as that the players that's leaving get a chance to play in the final before they get. So it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling in the locker room right now. The Saracens, their line speaks fast too. So we try to do the same thing against them, see how they cope with it. So I guess they couldn't cope with it playing their own defense against them, and it came out positive from the boys. Attacking, defense, tackling too, especially tackling. So it's good.
You were everywhere in that first half. What did you have for breakfast today?
I didn't have no breakfast this morning, but a bottle of water and then a little snack before we came here. So I'm hungry.
Not many people gave you a chance coming down here. Big underdogs. Is that something that spurred you on?
Yeah, we were written off, and people thought Saracens was going to beat us, and we had that in the back of our mind, and I think that's a little boost that we had, just to prove everybody wrong, and we did it. So.
And that continues to the Premiership Final as well. I guess Leicester will be overwhelming favourites. Does that work in your favour?
I don't know if it'll work in our favour, but we'll worry about that when we get in the final.
It was obviously easier being on the front foot and being in the ascendancy the way we were. We backed our fitness, we backed our bench. We talked about that before the game, and we really wanted to start fast and dictate terms to Saracens, because once they get a foothold in the game, once they get 6, 12, 9 points up, and then all of a sudden you're under pressure, and they're very good at shutting a game down, at controlling the pace and dictating terms to you and keeping you at arm's length. So it was really important they didn't get that foothold, that we got in amongst them and disturbed what they were doing and took the lead.
Semi-finals are historically tight, tense games, but you guys would have believed you could win it coming into this game. Did you believe you could win it so comfortably, I guess, in the end?
Well, the margins are always fine, and what looks like a comfortable win is, it's small little things, details that make the difference and allow a team to run away from the opposition. You saw yesterday in the Harlequins-Leicester game, two very evenly matched teams for much of the game, and then just as the dam breaks, all of a sudden it opens up, and that's the nature. We got the ascendancy, we got our foot in the door, and then we got some strike players that finished it off and kicked the door down, and that's big statement from us today, but we're going to have to regroup and back it up if we're going to be in contention in the final.
There's a lot of talk about the pitch in the week leading up to the game. Obviously, it was Saints' first competitive game on the surface. Did it suit you guys?
I guess we're 1 from 1, so I'm pretty happy. I was a little bit dubious. I was sceptical going into the game. I've got a few lower limb injuries, and traditionally these kind of artificial pitches aren't good for the heavier, built for rugby players. They're more built for footballers, and so I was a bit of a cynic, but I'm converted after that. That was it was really enjoyable to play on, and it obviously suited us with the performance. So yeah.
Just a word on travelling away from home. It's where a lot of Saints' best rugby has come this season. Did it suit you that this semi-final was here?
I think it suited us that people have given us no chance, to be honest, and they've written us off. They had much throughout this season. Very much the underdogs, and rightly so, because we haven't performed against the top four, and we haven't lifted our game when we needed to. But I think we've got the balance right this year. We're going to hopefully peak at the right time, and we've given ourselves a real opportunity. So we've taken some home records off people this year. We've bounced back and shown real fight after a disappointing performance against Ulster. We've taken Wasps, and we've lifted it again today. So there was belief in that. It did suit us, and we came out firing, and I think we shocked them a little bit.